And then
okay, sorry, I accidentally clicked it off. You get 2 videos. So goat cheese. We went to go get cheese for Darcy, and we were trying to figure out, like, I don't know. We were asking all the people, like, what cheese needs to be refrigerated. Nobody spoke English.
So like, eh?
Yeah, they're like, they didn't understand. And again, I don't blame them. Why should they speak English? They're in France. They should speak French. So we came back to the hotel to Google what cheese does not need to be refrigerated. So we couldn't, it took us forever, and we couldn't really find anything. Some places said good cheese you shouldn't even refrigerate because that just takes away from it.
Some said
other places you should always refrigerate it because it's a living organism, blah blah blah. Long story short, we didn't feel comfortable with anything that we found,
because it would take at least a week to send it over, so it would be
a minimum
unrefrigerated,
probably a week to 2. So we're like, I don't know if that's a good idea, so we scrapped that. Sorry, Darcy.
But then we got the bright idea.
We're like, well, wait a second. Maybe if the cheese has to go through customs, so does the alcohol. Do you think customs is going to be okay with sending alcohol? We found some websites. Some said yes, some said no.
Everybody on the internet is stupid because nobody really knows anything.
Dumb people.
They just put their 2 cents in.
Yeah. So we just said, you know what? Let's just go to the post office. Let's just check it out. We go to the post office. Originally, they have a package specifically made for bottles.
So we're all ready and excited to send over our champagne for you guys.
And our other gifts that we've gotten.
Yes, and I pull out the cognac and I say, oh, we can put this in there too, right? And they just get this look on their faces like, what? And so then he pulls out this big book of acceptable items to mail to each country. And of course, good old USA says no way. And that was a really good one. USA says no way. Yeah, we're not allowed to. So we were like, what are we gonna do now?
Oh man, we just spent like at least $100, probably more than that, on champagne and alcohol for you guys. We're like, crap. This sucks.
I mean, we could drink the champagne, but we have no use for the cognac.
Yeah.
No, we didn't want it.
Are you kidding me?
We didn't want to drink it all in like a day.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay. We were kind of freaking out. Like, what do we do now? So we went back to our hotel.
No, we weren't even freaking out. We were freaking out because we're cheap, and we're like, we just spent all that money. We just wasted all that money. What are we gonna do? What do we do? So we come back to our hotel, and we just ask the front desk. We're like, well, we just bought. I'm like, can I ask you a question? Like, we just bought this, and the post office said we can't mail it.
So
do you think I can take it back to the grocery store
and return it and get a refund?
And the lady at the front desk, like, looked at us weird, like your country, you're allowed to return things?
Yeah, she's like, you do that in your country?
And we're like, yeah, like, we can take anything back. Like,
right when we said that, we were thinking, oh crap.
Yeah, we're
stuck with all this alcohol.
Yeah.
So she's like,
after we talked to them a little while, and they're like, well, why don't you just drink it? And we're like, well, it was for our family. Like,
tons.
We didn't want it.
Yeah.
And especially, and like, not even tons. It was like nice stuff. Like,
it was nice
we're gonna drink something here. We're gonna drink some cheap stuff. We can go buy some for $4. I'm not gonna go drink a $50 bottle of wine. It doesn't matter.
So anyway, we were.
But one guy sitting down said, "Oh, if you have your ticket, like you just bought an hour ago, just try. Like, maybe they'll do it." So we go down to the grocery store. Nobody speaks English that works there, except
super busy.
Oh yeah, I don't know. 40 people in line.
Super busy rush hour supermarket.
Like, Paris is crowded and it smells like crap.
Yeah.
But so then but there were some people online who spoke English.
A really nice lady.
Helped us. Some really nice lady helped us, and she asked us, "What are you trying to say?" So we told her, like, we just took it to this post office. They said no, you can't mail it, and we just want to try to return it because we're going home and we can't bring this with us. So she kind of thought it was weird. She said, well, they're gonna ask you why you return it. We're like, well, that's why.
That's why
we don't want it. We're just gonna mail it as gifts. So they told him, and she told him in French, and then the guy went to the manager, I don't know, the manager like looked at us weird, and this other guy, this young guy, was like in love with Sarah. He was giving Sarah the googly eyes, so that kind of helped. That gave us
yeah,
that gave
totally
us something.
batted my eyelashes and tried to get the money
he was all
back.
about it.
But they were just baffled. They were like, "You don't like it?" We're like, "No, we do like it, but we can't take it. You know, we can't take all this alcohol.
We were gonna mail it home. We weren't gonna. We're not drinking it," and they just didn't understand. And
as this is going on, there are literally like 40 people in the market just staring at us like stupid Americans, and we're thinking stupid Americans. Yeah,
we've been so cautious on this whole trip.
Yeah,
we're saying please and thank yous and giving tips and being so nice and friendly and like we're so friendly because we don't want to be all like the stupid Texans that we see out here like. Do you know what a horse is? I drive a horse to work every day. Why don't you guys have horses here?
That's a true story.
We really heard some lady say that. But she's like, where would I tie my horse here?
Really, that's a true story.
At a restaurant. At a restaurant.
In Germany said, do you know what a horse is?
Where would I tie my horse up?
Yeah, so anyway, we were trying to not be that.
We don't want to give America a bad name because it already has a bad enough name.
But anyway, it was this whole big debacle. We were in the store for like 30 minutes.
I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah, so, that 30 minutes and the manager, and then we paid on credit cards, so that made it even worse. And then finally, Sarah showed him some leg, and no, I'm just kidding.
That would have made him run away. I haven't shaved my legs since we've gotten here.
Disgusting. She showed me them today.
They're really bad. They keep me warm.
They look like my chin.
Anyway, so long story short,
we got our money back, thankfully. So
that made us in cash.
Very happy. So we're like, oh my god, that's so good. So we went to go try another restaurant because there's a few restaurants right down below us. We tried the third one, and we sit there, and I'm sitting down, and I'm like, oh crap. We went to the post office to mail all our gifts back. I don't think I took everything out of the bag. I'm like, I think I have all the other presents that we bought in Prague and elsewhere still in that bag.
And I was like, that's okay. I'm sure you didn't leave it, until I remembered one really, really important gift that I got that I really love. And I was like, for my mom. And
for who?
For my mommy.
Why'd you get it for her?
Because I love her.
And you miss her.
And I miss her.
Good.
Yeah, and I was like, I might make you go back to that store. I was like,
no.
So then we were sitting there eating dinner. In the middle of the dinner, both of us just worried sick if we left our like other souvenirs in the bag in the supermarket that we never wanted to show our face out again.
Never want to go. And the whole time, by the way, in the supermarket, we're like kind of laughing because we're so embarrassed.
So like, it looks like we're trying to scam them.
Yeah, it looks like we're just guilty, and like everybody's just staring at us because there's still like 40 people in line and just revolving line. It just sucked.
Yeah. We did have a receipt though.
Yeah, we had a
receipt.
So
But anyway, so in the middle of dinner, we're just worried sick, and Doug goes, would you mind if I just ran back to the hotel? And I was like, no, go. And ran back means it was 2 blocks away, if that.
Not even 2 blocks. It's on the street.
It's on the street.
It's on our street.
Doug runs back, and I'm sitting there by my lonesome eating my salad, which was really good. And then he comes back. He says, oh, I did put it.
Come back in like 2 minutes.
But
it's like me going to the bathroom.
It really wasn't long.
Don't worry, I did not leave, Sarah. Don't worry.
No. So yeah,
I come back. Everything was fine. I was subconsciously smart enough where when I packed it to go to the post office, I put all the alcohol in one and all the gifts in another bag because we had 2 bags. Luckily, I did that because we're idiots and we didn't check the bag because we were all freaked out. So then we can enjoy the rest of our meal. And then we had dessert. And
dessert was good.
And we had some French beer.
But the moral of the story is today
idiots.
was a bad day because we don't speak the language. We don't know where anything is. We can't be smart. Like we just... It wasn't a bad day.
It just sucked.
It just sucked. It had lots of moments of suckiness.
We just need to go to sleep and just sleep it off.
Yeah.
And tomorrow will be another day.
And it will be another country. Oh look, this video is almost 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry guys, but today sucked.
It was alright, but
Paris is cool. I was telling Sarah I'd come back to Paris.
Yeah,
I feel like there's places that I still need to explore here.
Only there are a ton of young American girls that you could totally tell are just here because
it's nice.
Their parents sent them here. But we gotta cut this short because YouTube won't let us have a video longer than 10 minutes. Cut it short.
Okay.
We only have 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Bye. How do I turn this off?
You press